What's going on, guys? Appreciate you clicking this video. My name is RifleX. Today I got a really good lead for you. It's with Airbnb. This position pays between $43 to $51 an hour. Now Airbnb is a stellar company to work for. They got medical, dental, vision, and 401k. The good thing about this lead is you are not managing homes. There is no home or property management. You're actually working for Airbnb, the corporate office, and it's a work from home job. So let's get right into it. Like I said, this position is exciting because it's an executive assistant. They are looking for somebody who can work in the PST time zone. So that's PST time zone, not Eastern. I'm sure you can work from the Eastern, but if you're in the PST time zone, that would be very beneficial for you to be able to get this position over somebody who is in another time zone in the United States. But regardless, it's remote, and that's one of the benefits of this position, in addition to the between $43 an hour to $51 an hour with vision, with dental, with 401k, and all that great benefits. So as always, I always like to look at Glassdoor with each and every one of these positions or leads that I present to you. But Airbnb is a fairly popular site, popular service. You should know about Airbnb by now, but how is it working for Airbnb? As you can see, they have over 5,000 employees to 10,000 employees, founded in 2008 in San Francisco. They don't specify how much they make a year, which is probably in the hundreds of millions. There's tons of reviews. I've just gone through them and people are saying nothing but great stuff. If you were actually to be able to work in office, this is what the office would look like. It just looks really good. It's a lot of team building and the office just looks good. But this position, it's a remote position, which is great. I want to work from home. I'm sure you want to work from home as well. And if you want a PST time zone, then this executive assistant position will be great for you with Airbnb. Now, looking a bit about what this position specifically entails, Airbnb is seeking an executive assistant to support 2 Deputy General Counsel in a legal organization. So these are some higher ups that are looking for people or an executive assistant to support them and assist them in making their job super easy on a day-to-day basis. It's a full-time position based in the United States, focused on Pacific work hours. The executive assistant is a strategic partner and requires the ability to interact with staff on all levels in a fast-paced environment. So you're interacting with staff on all levels, supporting the Deputy General Counsels, and you interacting with other staff that are maybe below you or below that general counsel person. So we're gonna get into what exactly the requirements are for the positions and what you will be doing, but I would imagine just off the bat here is pretty much just making their job easy on a day-to-day basis. You will remain flexible, proactive, resourceful, efficient, and demonstrate a high level of professionalism and confidentiality. So you know what I mean? You're going to be dealing with their emails and some pretty secret stuff. So you got to be confidential. There's a lot going on in the workspace and they need you to be on top of it, right? So what you're going to be doing on a day-to-day basis with this executive assistant position, supporting the Deputy General Counsel. Imagine saying I support the Deputy General Counsel of Airbnb, getting paid $51 an hour to do it. What will you be doing exactly? So on a day-to-day basis, you will manage the administrative responsibility for the DGC and Risk and Regulatory and Chief Ethics Officer. This includes advanced calendar management. So, you know, managing their calendar. Hey, you have a phone call today with such and such at 2 o'clock. You're going to be talking about this. Don't forget, oh, hey, you have a flight to go to such and such a place at 5 o'clock today. I will make sure that you get to the airport on time. Travel expense management, note taking. So you might be sitting in meetings taking notes for them, meeting preparations and follow-ups, report and resource database maintenance, and coordinating office access. So they might want to come in the office late hours and you got to be there to open it up for them. So you will act as a thought partner to the leader to strategically align their calendar with their priorities. So it's an important job. You got to be dedicated. And that's why it's paying good. So you will plan and execute team events, offsite activities, and recognitions. If they want to do some recognition activities and things like that, you will plan it. Calling venues, say y'all available. Do y'all have speakers and different things like that? Assist and or own content creation, including drafting emails and creating presentations. So it's a job that you really have to love doing it, especially if you have some prior experience. We're gonna get into what the requirements are, but this is really just your responsibilities. You will manage purchases and partner with the leaders in finance to track and analyze budget and expenses. In a minute, I'm going to look at a resume template. So this is some of the things that you want to pay attention to: being able to analyze budget and expenses, being able to prioritize, multitask, and different things like that. Something that you want to point out in your resume if you have that experience or skills and knowledge. Another thing that you'll be doing is build effective relationships with Airbnb to serve as a catalyst around scheduling and or spontaneous inquiries and requests. So this is a pretty important job, to be honest. This is a big deal job. It says it's an executive assistant, but you are touching somebody who's really high up in Airbnb, and I don't see this position lingering too much. So definitely jump on this ASAP. Jump on this ASAP. Because you heard it here first on RifleX. Definitely put a comment down below if you've applied, or let me know if you get the job. Now, about you, what you'll be required to have is at least 5 years of relevant experience supporting senior level executive. This is something that you want to add in your resume. I possess 5 or more years of supporting senior level executive in such and such a company or in such and such a capacity. You have to have previous experience in high growth environment, and that's strongly preferred. You have to have a strong work ethic, proactive, exhibit positivity. You know, you gotta be positive. You gotta be a very positive person to succeed in this job, because you're dealing with some high level executives. Extended verbal and written communications. You gotta be able to write well. Ability to deal with conflict as well as give or receive feedback diplomatically. If you can use Google Docs, Keynote, Excel, that's great for you. If you are passionate about trying, learning, and improving and sharing best practices, that's great for you. And if you're able to travel 25% of the time, that's also great for you. So like I said, the pay ranges between $43 an hour to $51 an hour. It comes to medical, dental, vision, and 401k. And this is for a remote position working in the PST time zone specifically. And this is with Airbnb executive assistant. So if you're interested in this one, definitely jump on it. Imagine this one is going to be flying off the shelf, so definitely harp on it. All right, so like I said earlier, I was going to show you a resume template about an executive assistant. This one is from the website North Resume, and this just a generic person, Pamela Robertson. And as you can see, this is some of the things that she highlights on her resume: time management, budget management, and things that were definitely written in that Airbnb job lead. So if you structure your resume like this, when they put it through their resume parsing system, you will get picked up, especially if you have that experience. So definitely look through this resume template to be able to use keywords from the job requirements to structure your resume in a way that you will be strong candidate for this position, because I want to see you succeed. I want to see you win. Okay, so go get that $43 to $51 an hour with Airbnb. Imagine saying you work for Airbnb as the executive assistant to the Deputy General Counsel, having 401k, vision, dental, and medical paid for by the company. Let me know if you're applying for this position. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Definitely subscribe. My name is RifleX. I will see you on the next one. Peace.